We've spent a lot of time past couple of months translating math language into English, right? We know what the multiplication symbol really means. We know what the division symbol really means. Now let's talk about what are numbers. What does that actually mean? When you see a number, what does that represent? I want you to think about it in your head first. Don't raise your hand. Just tell me what do numbers mean? And then we're going to talk about it with the people at our table. Armin, what do numbers mean?
They mean like how many things you have.
Okay, give me a Me Too signal if you said something about how many. Yeah, a lot of you. So we know that our numbers show us how many. They help answer that question.
Yeah.
If I'm writing, you are writing. So yes. I heard a lot of groups talk about that numbers show how many things. Gavin, what do you think numbers mean?
I think it means that every time they go up, they just never, like, it's important, but they always never end.
Okay, so we do know that numbers.
I took something from the Skype scientist.
Numbers never end. That's a great connection to when we Skyped our scientists a couple weeks ago.
We didn't know that. Oh, that was the food line.
Weeks ago can be that time too. But yes, I know what you're talking about. When we Skyped the scientist and she told us that numbers can keep going, that infinity, right? It never ends. Grace, what do you think about numbers? What's that?
Number also shows math.
Can you get it one more time?
Numbers also show
They show us math. Okay. Eliana, what were you going to say?
numbers can show how old you are.
Okay. It, depending on what we're counting, it would show us how old. If we're counting years, it would be like how many years you've been alive. Right? Yeah. You've been working with numbers for a very long time. Basically since kindergarten. Probably even well before that. Right? Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, subtitle underneath. Just the question. You can draw a line under what you've already written if you need to. But it says, how do I build a number? That's going to be your subtitle, Azalea. It's okay, just keep going.
I don't know what to. Oh my god.
Raise your hand. This is going to be a silly question, I know that. Raise your hand if you have heard of the alphabet.
Oh my.
I know. The alphabet is our letters, right? They're all at the top of my board. Now, why do we have an alphabet? What's the point of these letters? Other than the fact they look pretty cool up there. Why do we have them, right? Why do we have letters? To spell, to talk, to make sounds. Emma, why do we have letters?
Well, I think that's really good spelling. Or you can't, like, if you want to talk about something and you're not good at it, you can spell it out to someone else.
Sure. So definitely helps us make words. Scarlett, why do we have letters?
Letters help us talk about stuff that are like important.
Yeah. If I want to build a word, I have to know my letters, correct? I cannot write a word if I don't know my letters. Arwen, why do we need letters?
Because you need to read them.
Yeah, it helps us read, right? Now, I asked you a second ago if anyone had ever heard of the alphabet. All of you raised your hand. Now I'm going to ask you another kind of silly question. Raise your hand if you have ever heard of the number bet. The number bet? I just made it up. Put your hand down. You haven't heard of it, I just made it up.
I actually know this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Nope, that is not the number bet.
I don't know.
So the number bet, go ahead and write that down. Number bet is the exact same idea as an alphabet in the fact that we have letters that make words. But in the number bet, we don't call them letters and words. We call them digits and then numbers. Our digits, go ahead and write down the word digits.
But they're 9 digits.
Our digits are the numbers, for lack of a better word, 0 through 9.
Not 10.
Not 10. It is anything that you can put in that ones place value. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are all called digits. You might want to think of them, okay, red, that's fine, as letters. All those digits I can then mix up, pick out a 2, pick out a 4, and use them to build a number. Every single number I think of is going to have those digits in there. Think about 10, right? We didn't include 10. What digits are in the number 10? Adria?
1 and 0.
1 and 0. Now, we know that it's not just a 1, it's a special place, so it has a different meaning, but it's a digit 1 and a digit 0. And when we put them in that special order, it makes the very awesome number 10. Just like when I take the letter D, A, B, and I put them in that special order, it makes the word dad. The same idea. So these numbers are very similar to words. I can build any number with any digits. Any of those digits. Alright, so just a second ago, Adria gave us the number 10, which is a number. It's built with the digit 1 and 0. Just like the example dad or cat, this is all the letters that make up cat. A T, a C, and an A. But does that say cat? No, that says something weird. TCA. That does not say cat. There's a special order that letters have to go in to make a word. Same with our number bet. If I want to make the number 10, I have to put numbers in the correct places.
You can't just put it like a 1 there and then a 2 over there.
Yeah, that does not say 10, does it? 0, 1? That says 1. In order to make that say 10, I have to put it in the correct place. In 3rd grade, we have 3 special places that we put things. You've probably heard of them since 2nd grade.
I know.
We have the ones place,
Oh,
the tens place,
the 100
and the hundreds place. The ones place, the tens place, and the hundreds place. So these special places have special meaning when I put digits there. If I put a digit, let's say I put the digit 4 in the hundreds place, does that really mean 4 things?
No.
What does that actually mean? If there is a 4, Brayden, pay attention, in the hundreds place, what does that 4 really mean, Dominic?
400.
400. And I know that because it's in that special hundreds place. Let's pretend I put a 7 in the tens place. Does that 7 really mean 7?
No.
No. Does not really mean 7. What does it really mean, Autumn? It means 70 or 7 tenths. And then lastly, if I put that 3 in a ones column, does that 3 really mean 3?
Yes.
Yes. 3 ones really is 3 ones. So even though I'm looking at the digits 4, 7, and 3, how would I read that number? How would I read that number? Emma? 473. Yes, ma'am, Brinley.
It's like the equal sign. The 4 is the same value as 400, and the 7 is the same value as 70.
Ooh, I like that connection. Say it a little louder for the friends in the back. That we're going to be building with our pieces is 34. Figure out which pieces you need to build that number. I recommend you put the built number on one person's desk and then the rest of the pieces on the other person's desk. When you've got it, raise your hand. A Me Too signal, if your 34 looks something like that. You use 3 tens and 4 ones. Yes, I saw a lot of you do that. Go ahead and put your hand down. Is that, some of you are real close to getting these pieces taken away. Is that the only way to build this number?
No.
What's another way to build this number? Bryce? Okay. Okay. Interesting idea. Autumn?
So 4, you can take the 4 little to one to make the 10 4, and then just have like 4 little pieces.
Well, that's going to be 43. Alright, so we're going to come up with another way to represent this number. A lot of you know this because you know that the 3 is a tens place, so you can use your tens rods, and 4 is in the ones place, so you use your ones pieces. But we're going to build the same number, but this time I'm going to tell you that you can only use 1 10 to build it. You need to use some other ones. So go ahead and build that number with only 1 10, but you still need to get to 34. Make this true, we needed 24 more ones. Alright, next number we're building. 55. However you want, build 55. Hands off pieces. Even if you're not done, hands off your pieces. Brayden, please don't do that. How many of you did 5 tens rods and then 5 ones? Or some version of that. Good. Again, that's using our place value knowledge. Your fingers are not on those pieces. Of 5, this 5 being in the tens place, you need 5 tens. This 5 being in the ones place, you need 5 ones. You're going to build the same number. This time I'm going to give you 4 tens.
Oh.
And then you have to figure out how many ones you need. Good. Go ahead and get started. When you figured it out, raise your hand. How many more ones did you need? How many more ones did you need? Autumn? 15. Okay, look at this 15. That's 1 10 and 5 1. Most of you already gave me 5 10s originally, didn't you?
Yes.
I saw a lot of you just take 1 10 out and put a whole stack of 1s right in its place. You just changed out that 10 for 10 1s. It's the same value.
It's like trading.
It is like trading. It's the same value, it just looks a little different.
Yeah.
Bryce, what's up?
And you're breaking the apart.
And we're breaking it apart. Alright, next number. 49. 49. That's what you did. 4 10s and 9 1s. I like it. I like it. That'll work. So the same number, but this time I'm going to give you 3 10s.
Oh. Oh, that.
And you need to figure out how many more ones you need. Liam, did you figure it out? How many more ones did it take you?
10.
Took you a little bit more than 10. You got a whole string of pieces and counters. Took a little bit more than 10. Still thinking, or you want me to come back to you?
I don't understand. They told me 10.
Yeah, 3 10s plus 1 10 is going to give you 40. I need to get to 49. You need some more ones in there.
I don't have any more ones. The counters count.
Oh, then count the counters too. Oh, okay. Dominic?
19.
You had 19 ones. 19 ones. Did anybody get a different number? You got it? Alright, that was our last one.